Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Today's topic is the Chinese government in Hong Kong, which I know has been all over the news for quite some time now. So I finally decided to tackle this subject and have a look at what's going on here, at least based upon the question that was sent to me. And the question is, hi Lynn, I'd like to know what the Chinese government is really up to in regards to the students and the citizens' protests in Hong Kong. Are the protesters safe for now? And why did the CEO of Cathay Pacific resign from his job around the same time as the riots? Was he pushed to do so? Thank you, Lynn, for your insight into this crisis. And this is a huge, huge crisis right now. Very serious situation between China and Hong Kong. And really what it is China's trying to force their will over Hong Kong, and the citizens of Hong Kong can see through it. They see what is going on, and they're fighting to prevent this very controlling communist country from taking over. They do not want China having any power over them. They see how China is run, and they don't want to be run like that. And even though this initial discussion is all about this extradition bill, the people of Hong Kong know it's just the first step in China trying to get crossing the boundaries and trying to, slowly enforce their wills, their laws, and their control onto them. And the people of Hong Kong, they do not want this, and they are going to fight, they're going to resist, and they're going to revolt. And I get that China is really frustrated at these strong-willed citizens because China's not used to having people stand up, especially because their whole country is run upon fear. They even now have this thing called a social credit score, where depending on how people maybe act on social media, what they do, what they say, a picture, all these things have ratings, and depending on your score, because of these ratings, you may not be able to get a bank loan. You might not be able to send your kids to a certain college. You might not even be able to travel or use certain public transportation depending on your credit score. Hong Kong sees this, and they don't want to become China, so they are going to fight it. China is not used to having people stand up to them. So not only is China becoming slowly and incredibly intolerant to this situation, they don't want the Chinese citizens to get any great ideas of how they too may stand up against China. And I do get China's going to react sooner rather than later to get trolled, and it's going to get really ugly before it gets better. So when you say, are the citizens safe? They're not safe, because China's ruthless, and they are going to go after this, and they're not going to back down because they cannot show signs of weakness, number one, and they especially don't want their own citizens to realize, wow, if people revolt by the thousands, then I might lose control of my own country too. So China kind of has something to lose in this as well, and they're not ready to go there yet. I do get the CEO is forced to resign because he took accountability to his role in the riots, and he wasn't ashamed of it. He didn't really like it, but he really felt he had no choice but to step down, and yeah, he was forced to do so. And that was really all I had in this reading. I realized the question was kind of a short, to the point question, and my answer sort of was too, but please feel free to leave a comment, like me, share me, all those great things. And please take a minute and send some love and light to Hong Kong. They need all the positive light they can get during this crisis, because they just want to keep their freedom. They don't want to be messed with. They want it well enough to be left alone, and they don't want China taking over. So everybody just give them a little bit of love and help them out. It's just really bad over there. That's all I have for now. I want to thank you for listening. And again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.